So you're where are you returning to? Where are you heading?
I guess, are we walking back up the stairs?
This is where it takes a little bit of you helping us because I just read that that is one of the things that I can sentence people to. So I'm guessing we have a shuttle or an office that I take them to, and I would know these things.
Well,
There would be a
Absolutely.
local arbitration
before we
office.
leave this room, we still have that hangar door that was unopened, correct? Or did we...
There
Did
was there was the control panel there. We didn't really do anything. We just sort of observed that it's there.
Are we just
Yeah.
going to leave this Samsonite here in this room?
It
No,
doesn't-
I'll talk to the local arbitrators and we'll have that wrapped up. They'll come in and take care of it.
Yeah.
Well, I maybe have a better idea. The fact of the matter is that at this point we seem to be at a dead end. We have one name. We have no idea where that name happens to go. We don't know what exactly he's doing.
Stock 47.
Doc 47. But wouldn't it make more sense to try and sneak our way into Dock 47, perhaps driving one of these trucks? They're expecting a shipment. Maybe we can somehow infiltrate the docks using one of those trucks.
If I look up in the room, do I see what dock that we're currently in, Steven? I assume
So
we're
you're
in a
not-
dock, right?
You're not currently in a dock. You're in a garage.
Oh, okay.
And you're in garage Gamma 33. And you can see that plastered on the wall, inscribed into the steel of the wall.
I like the idea, Engelbart. The problem is, once we get in that truck, we're now liable for the crime of stealing Samsonite, I would imagine.
That shouldn't
You're
be
the
a
arbitrator.
problem under the Emperor's Holy Inquisition. We can technically requisition this particular transportation vehicle. The contents of the transportation vehicle are irrelevant to this investigation.
I agree, we just don't have any ID, so it could become problematic.
It's true.
I would also like to say that I've never driven a truck like this before, and I sure as hell hope one of you guys have.
Well, we've learned something in the 40 millennias, and that's that women do not drive. And that's just a joke! Just a joke!
we
Oh,
almost made
patriarchy.
it through a 4-hour
They're
episode.
excellent drivers. In fact, they're equally as good as men. Exactly on point.
We were so close.
Almost.
In fact, I will flagellate myself later.
Jax, can you drive the truck? Can
Does
you drive
anybody
the
have
truck?
drive?
I don't
ground
think anyone
vehicle?
has driving.
Well, Jax, can you drive the truck? I can drive a frickin' spaceship, so shut your damn mouth.
Awesome.
As an acolyte of the Omnisire, I figure I can probably work it out.
How much time is that going to take?
Anyway, no.
Well, in order to apply the sacred unguents...
Oh,
and go
God,
through the
not this shit again. What were you going to say, Jack?
I think our best bet is to report this and just head over to Deck 47.
Look,
The-
I'm right. That's fine with me.
Dock 47. that is.
All right. So, yeah, you managed to find your way back through the warrens of the hive. It takes you about an hour, and the clock strikes midnight, and you can hear like cheering, sort of roaring through the halls of the hive very distantly, and you hear the massive engines of the barge ships as they take off from their docks to ferry the tithe to the ships in orbit. And, eventually you bring this gentleman to the local arbitrator's office where you drop him off. And you, I guess you're looking for where Dock 47 might be?
Does that sound about right?
Sounds good to me, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
Talking, I'm using my inquiry skill to try to find this.
okay, yeah, go ahead and roll it.
All right, so maybe we could just get there quicker. Roll 1d100. 70.
Let me try, because I have one as well.
What is
Yeah.
the bonus to that, you said?
The bonus.
Or not the bonus, sorry. What does that adhere to?
It's whatever your inquiry skill is based off of, which is
Did I close
fellowship.
Fellowship. Oh, God, mine's 29. I'm the fucking worst inquirer.
All right.
Mine's middle.
Jax, you want to
check
give your
in the middle.
inquiry? You want to give your inquiry a check, Jax?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's just middle check, so it's 12 plus middle check.
Ooh, very nice. All right, yeah.
Good job.
My fellowship's actually 22, so
You ask around, just like trying to hear, rumor of what's going on. There's rumor running around that Kari Ophilie, the daughter of the family Ophalie, has broken off her long-standing engagement to noble merchant Chet Helmsworthy. And you manage to find a dock worker who points you to a quick access shaft to dock Delta 47. And you manage to get there in record time. And it's probably about 12:30 p.m. a.m. rather. It's past midnight. You're all starting to feel a little tired,
Okay. Oh,
just so you know.
we got to restart the Skype call. Give me 1 second. I'll just call you right back.
All right.
Do 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 do. Oh, want to make a group call? Yeah, I do. Is Skype really gonna be this stupid? There we go. Turn the cameras back on. Let's call Steve.
Mine's on, right?
Yeah, it's coming on. Okay, cool.
Hello.
All right, we're back.
Hello.
All right. So you've climbed your way up to dock Delta 47. And you open the access shaft, and it's just this big long shaft with this not elevator, this ladder that's bolted onto the wall. And you get up to the top, and there's just a simple hatch that opens outwards. And immediately, like the wind from out here just blasts across the top of this shaft, and it howls down the entire length of the shaft, and it gives this eerie, echoing, reverberating howl.
All right, just as a reminder, we're looking for Urak Sillypants.
Silas.
Moncelis.
Listen, some of these names are getting a little weird. Looking for Urak.
All right. So, Jax, were you the one who was going first? Was it similar sort of crawling order as last time?
I guess so, yeah, because he just kind of
yeah.
starts walking without really saying anything.
I'll be second as well.
Yeah. All right. So you come up out onto dock 47. There's obviously like blasted char on the dock from the massive barge ships taking off, and the dock is completely deserted. There's an access hatch, not an access hatch, but a bulkhead that leads into the hive. You can sort of look out over the edge of the hive and off into the distance onto the horizon. It's incredibly dark, and there's sort of you're up above the smog layer, so you can look down and almost see like this thick, inky black cloud roiling maybe 50 or 60 meters down below you as it flows past the hive. Off in the distance, you actually see sort of this orangish glow, sort of like an infernal orange glow on the horizon. And it's smothered under a heavy cloud layer that hangs maybe 60 meters above you. You're like perfectly between these two layers of stuff.
So there's a glow off in the distance, is what you said?
Yeah, off on the horizon.
On the horizon, so not in the room, not in the dock. Or
Correct. And the dock is on the external of the hive city itself.
Okay.
So you're exposed to the air.
And we see nobody?
It is completely abandoned.
We don't see any ships or anything riding off except for the glow. That's all we see.
Nope.
Okay.
And it's probably been about an hour since the barge ships took off with their cargo.
Gotcha. So they're well on their way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, if there was Samsonite packed into those trucks, then evidently there had to be another barge. They wouldn't pack it in there for no reason. It would appear that one of them must be coming back at some point.
Did we drop Mr. No Legs off? Is he still with us?
No, you
he's
dropped
gone.
him off at the
Okay.
Arbitrace office.
Engelbart's got a good idea. I think there's no way the shipment got here in time, so they should be coming back. If the shipment were to go without a hitch.
Yeah.
The question is, I suppose, where is that shipment going? Is it being taken off-world by those barges, or is it being relocated somewhere else in the hive?
Would any of us know if there's like documentation of where these ships are going and when they're going to come back?
Yeah.
Steven?
Well, the ships that were taking off from these docks, they were the barge ships that were ferrying the cargo to the tithe ships that are orbiting the planet, waiting for the tithes to be delivered from the main hives of Samson 4.
Okay.
Okay.
So
And there's
the question,
no ships remaining. They've
No
all
ships
taken off.
remaining on Samson or on Hiveview Traxxas, no. That's the hive we're currently in.
Gotcha.
Okay, so where's the Samsonite going then?
Well, don't you think we should? I mean, once we get this Urak fellow, we can ask him that, right?
If
Yes.
we see him, if we find him, yeah. I mean, are you assuming he's going to come back here in due time? Is that what you're thinking?
I think we wait a little while, right? We wait a tick and then.
Sure, I can go post up over there and wait. If you want to assume kind of firing positions, unless you just want to sit here.
What are you thinking, Obat? You've got the tactical mind.
Well, I mean, why don't you just kind of sit here? You know, you're judge, jury, and executioner. You can stand by, act all badass, and we'll stand in the side. And if you need help, we'll definitely help you. Maybe TB can stand here with, or sorry, maybe Kappa can stand here with a grenade. Look ferocious right next to you.
Frankly, I have a feeling that that's a fairly terrible strategy. Putting an Adeptus Arbeits officer in the center, out in the open without any cover, in what would appear to obviously be a criminal operation.
Oh, I'm gonna cover him.
Probably
I'm
not.
gonna be
do
right
so
over
well.
there with the sight on whoever approaches him.
Toaster Oven's coming closest to it. I think I'll definitely be not in the open, but I think we should hang out here, and you should take firing positions. Yes.
All right, that works for me.
All right, there's a couple of crates stacked around the edge of the dock.
Is there any?
They're not.
Well, go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry, they're no longer filled with any substances, but you can tell that at one point they held various ores, minerals, refined plasteel, and samsonite as well. So you managed to get into some decent cover positions, and I guess you begin waiting.
Was there any other place like up high, or is it all the same level within this
It's
room?
all the same level. It's an incredibly flat. It's a very large expanse. It's probably like 300 meters by 300 meters. A
Okay.
very large dock for a spaceship.
So yeah, I'll wait behind the crates then with everyone else.
All right.
Assuming
I'd
that's
take
what
a
everyone
similar
else does.
position and just light up another eho stick.
Yeah. All right. Well, your eho stick glows orange in the darkness of the night. The hours begin to tick by, and all of you begin yawning. After about 45 minutes to an hour, it starts becoming pretty clear that nobody's coming back to the dock this evening.
All right, let's pack her in and check this out tomorrow. What do you guys say?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds reasonable to me. I hate these open spaces anyway.
I missed
Yeah, I
Big
don't blame
Brother
you.
because we waited here, Jeff. Jax.
Season 45 million.
Intergalactic Big Brother was on, and I missed it.
What time are we coming back? Just tomorrow? What are you thinking?
Yeah, business hours. We could also inquire and find out a little bit more about Urak, see what we're working with here. It seems to be the name that we have in terms of who's in charge of the little rebellion.
Before we leave, typically, having been on ship, typically there are ship logs that document when a ship is leaving and their destination. Is there anything that we can look and check? Any terminals around or any paperwork in this hangar that might indicate?
There should
Before
be
we leave.
some kind of shipping office in this area, one would
Right.
think.
Yep, absolutely. You could check with the local Navigators Guild and find the logs for probably not only when the ship landed and took off, but also the exact cargo it was carrying, if you can requisition access to those logs.
I think we should try this. I think that we could keep coming back here every 12 hours, but it makes sense that we maybe check with the shipping logs and find out if we can find a destination and when the ships might be returning.
Sounds
Very
good.
wise.
Now, you all know that, as an office of the Imperium, the operating hours for the office
They're
of the
gonna be
Navigators
closed, right?
Guild is roughly between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. on Saturdays only, and, only with a mile long of scroll work that's been prepared for you.
It would appear that with a lack of inquisitorial authority, we could have difficulty requisitioning these records. Might I make a suggestion that we bypass some of the usual administratum bureaucracy and perhaps access the office ourselves?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Sounds good to me. If you are, you want to touch the buttons to the door?
I will let you do that. You seem to be quite practiced in the matter.
I'm not quite practiced. This one is, as I point to.
Yes, you keep blaming Fricks, but I'm not entirely convinced. One, how did she even fit in there in the first place?
That's a good question. You might have me there. You might have me there. Fricks, you want to open this door?
Are we at the office already?
Did you want to walk there right now?
Well, apparently, JP
sorry,
just summoned
yeah.
the fucking door right in front of us. I'm just wondering.
I did
like,
not.
can
I
see
skipped that
things?
whole
Okay.
travel
Yes.
There
process.
appears to be a warp rift that's formed in this area.
The office of the Navigators is actually very far away. It's
Okay.
going to take you probably an hour and a half of walking to get there. By then, it's going to be like 4:30 a.m.
Are there any vehicles anywhere around that we can requisition?
Yes, I have this backpack motorcycle that seats 4.
How far away is the truck? How far away is that garage?
Most transportation in Hive Eutraxis is actually done by foot, just through the halls of the Hive itself. There are access sort of passageways, access routes that are for vehicles, such as the trucks that you found earlier.
Look,
You could go
on-
back there and try to see where that goes.
I feel like what the DM's trying to tell us is that we should probably just sleep tonight.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think. I am getting kind of tired, Jax. Maybe we
I
should.
do not require rest. This seems like a waste of time.
Well, then
I
you can
understand.
make your way over there if you want. We got to get some shut eye.
No, we'll stick together. I empathize with you, Eaglebart, but we'll rest this one out and then we'll go tomorrow.
It's Engelbart.
Yeah,
Just call him Mr. Kappa.
yeah. And I'm just smoking my EO stick and start walking out.
All right. So you're heading back to the housing
Trade
district.
water, I guess. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Very nice. You make it back to your bunks, tuck in, take a quick sleep before morning comes again. I will leave you guys with this evening. Fricks, as you drift off into sleep, your brain sort of awakens in a sense that you experience rarely, but every once in a while. And you see yourself in third person, and you're sort of lying on your back as if you were asleep, but you're very clearly awake, and you're in this sort of empty black vastness, and all around you on the horizon line of this empty black vastness, there's this orange glow. And down underneath you, it illuminates this mouth that's just sort of there beneath you. It looks almost lizard-like. And as you look down below at this mouth, you see the lips begin to pull back just a little bit, and they reveal incredibly razor-sharp, brilliant white teeth. And then you wake up in a cold sweat.
I
And that
need
is-
another candy bar.
Yeah. All right.
And that's
Cool.
going to end it for our first session.
Yeah, I think that's a good ending. XP, do you know off the top of your head?
Yes, everybody gets 200 experience points.
Okay, cool.
Check through your bonds. Does anybody feel like they resolved their bond to a point where it no longer applies?
oh.
Me and TB definitely got mad at each other a couple times, so
I
I
didn't
don't
write-
think that's revolved.
I haven't resolved anything with him.
You
didn't
haven't told me that I'm blind yet, so I think
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's gonna. Let's see.
somehow TB owes me his life. We got to figure that one out.
Yeah.
And yeah,
We don't talk about that.
yeah.
I don't know Engelbart's secret.
All right.
And also, Engelbart thought that I was. What did you think? I was.
You're a dumbass, basically.
Yeah.
Yep. Meets only the basest definition of intelligence and sentience.
Indeed. You are a wall of walking meat.
Did
But
that-
to his credit, Engelbart does want to correct that flaw in you.
right. So he has to help me learn, and then we could get that experience, I guess.
I was thinking of replacing the brain with some kind of cogitation device.
That could happen too. That'd be really cool.
Strong alternative.
So I guess just in our spare time, we could spend our experience and then inform you what we did, right? Or
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think I need to be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So next play date, I said that we would figure this out at the end of the session. I know next weekend, both Marcus and Steven, you guys are both gone. Is that correct?
Yes, and I'm actually gone for the next 2 weekends.
Next
I'm
2
afraid.
weekends. So we could
Do a
potentially
weekday?
do it on a weekday, but I don't know if that's going to work for TB or with Jeff with the
Maybe.
SC2L.
It depends when. We'll have to think about it as we go, I think.
Okay.
Agreed.
Works for me.
So the next
My
time I
filter.
could I could play personally is starting on the 5th of August, and the 10th is that first weekend that I could play.
Okay, so yeah, we'll
that
we'll
might be
think about
feasible.
the 5th. If not, then we'll do definitely that week. But the
Yeah,
goal is
cool.
to do a weekly show as it permits to everyone's schedule, which can
Yeah,
be
which
quite
currently
hectic.
it doesn't. So
Yeah. The other thing, tomorrow we've got role play with D&D. Me and Jeff are going to be there, along with the original crew, Abigail, Ryan, and Neil, the DM. But let's go around the room here and just do some shout-outs. Jeff, why don't you start it off?
Oh, I had something I was going to say. Just thanks for tuning in. It's awesome. Big audience, really cool. And I guess I could say it off stream. Just that that guy that had like the quick art, that was really cool. We always like interaction. That's really cool. People are still doing that even with this. For me personally, of course, if you haven't, just follow me on Twitter, iNcontroL. And then for me, I will be broadcasting SC2L this Monday with Artosis co-commentating. I don't know who the match is just yet. And the show time for that is 8:30 PDT. So if you're interested, you should check it out. Otherwise, there's free VODs afterwards. Thank you very much.
Wheat, some shout-outs?
I'm not fat. Thanks
I
for
got
inviting me.
this really accurate footage here from Wipeout that says otherwise.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it's
artwork.
right there,
you
man.
guys,
It's video
you
evidence.
guys can think what you want. No,
at this thing.
actually, it's been great. I think I want to thank especially TB, Jeff, and even Steven for having some patience with myself and JP if we might make any lore fumbles or anything. So TB, keep challenging. I love it because I will try to dodge and weave every way I can around it.
Oscar bullshit,
but
wait, man.
yeah, but I'm looking forward to future episodes. So thanks, guys.
Cool. TB, some shout-outs.
Shout out to everyone watching. Say it was a great audience for this, and this is like the first time that I've been able to do something like this online, so that's pretty cool. Hopefully, we'll get an awful lot more of that over the next few months when we can fit it in. And thanks to those who came along and watched, who also watch my stuff over at youtube.com/cynicalbrit. I think that's about it, really.
Cool. And Steve, before you do shout-outs, just, I guess, a silent round of applause from all the viewers because it was awesome. I'm glad that we randomly found you on Twitter and very happy
Yeah.
that you are a DM. It
He
seems
found
to work
us.
out. He found us. That's true. That's true. So any shout-outs you have?
Man, I don't have any shout-outs. It was a great time. I had a lot of fun, and thanks to everybody who's watching. It was a blast to be able to do this in front of people. Generally, the only people watching are the people playing.
Yeah.
But it's been a lot of fun, and
You're really
looking
good
forward
at
to
it,
the
too.
next time.
Yeah, it was. I gotta say, I was actually incredibly fucking nervous when we started this, and I got asked a billion questions that I was
Absolutely,
not
man.
ready for. I was just like,
That's coming back, dude.
all right, good.
Yeah, I'm just kind of a rich kid.
Yeah.
who,
I didn't know. I was just
I like to
shit.
kill people, and yeah.
No,
But
that's-
I'm easygoing. I just like the mass murder. So
Someone came up to me and was like, "You should kill that guy," and I was like, "Yeah, okay."
No,
And-
it's
No,
all
you guys did great, all of you, with those questions that I asked.
Oh,
I like to ask a lot of questions because, like, that stuff that you told me that you made up on the spot,
Yeah,
it
that I
will
won't
come back
remember.
in the game, and I
Oh,
think that
okay,
makes
good.
it a lot more interesting.
Cool.
Someone told me to plug my MMO,
Yeah.
so I could do
Yeah,
that.
every time, every
yeah,
time.
I'm the lead level designer on the recently announced MMORPG Warhammer 40,000 Eternal Crusade. It's a third-person shooter MMO set in the Warhammer universe, Warhammer 40,000 universe, and it's going to be awesome.
And it's not going to suck, right? Just
It is not going to suck. I told
It better not
TotalBiscuit
suck.
that he could hold me personally responsible if it sucks.
Oh, and I fucking will. I will.
Oh God.
Son, you don't know what you just did.
All right,
Absolutely.
the first episode is already live and uploaded over at youtube.com/itmeJP, so you can
How
check
does
that
he
out
do it?
if you missed that. Otherwise, it'll be posted every day. I haven't decided what time, but I'll let you guys know on Monday during It Me Weekly. If you want to sub to the channel, you will get access to the full VOD right after we go offline. Like Jeff was saying, if you aren't aware, our other D&D campaign has a huge amount of fan art, from fan art that we used in the show to songs that we use for battle themes and whatnot. If you guys want to do any of that, we will definitely take it and use it on the show in any way possible. So just post it over to reddit.com/r/itmeJP or tweet it at any or all of us. Other than that, I think we're good to go. So we'll see you guys.
Oh, one thing.
Sure.
And I was actually gonna. I guess I'll say this on stream, but it kind of puts you on the spot, Steven, but I think you can handle it. If you want, this is JP's subreddit, and I think it'd be kind of cool if you hosted a Q&A after each episode if you wanted. Kind of like our other, shout out to Neil, obviously, our other DM, but that's a good fan interaction way to pick your brain on where you think things are going, answer questions, that kind of thing.
Absolutely. I think it's great.
I will say they ask the same fucking questions almost every week, so just prepare yourself.
I will get ready to answer them.
Okay, cool. We'll help you with that process as soon as we go offline. But other than that, guys, we'll see you next time. Make sure to check out itme Weekly on Monday for the next Playdate. It's been fun. We'll see you guys later. We're out. Peace.